You are listening to an original message from the reader currently known as Jason Ashanti McDaniel of Madam Jason's Tarot.
Dear spirit guides of the highest benevolence, only those that are able to help out with the reading, please help out. And then when you're done, you're not earthbound, you can go back to doing whatever source appoints you to do. Please deliver the most clear, concise, synchronistic, and accurate messages for Aquarius concerning whatever they need to know about their money right now. Please bless those that bless me, curse those that curse me. To anyone sending me or the collective negative energy, may that energy be returned to sender 3 times fold immediately. Amen, Ashe, and thank you very much. Okay, so you got yours right away. You got your 4 cards already here. So at the bottom of Sacred Symbols and Oracles, we have relief here. So it looks like you might be getting a message encouraging you about something that you have been very troubled about recently, or something that you may have been overthinking. We have Divine Feminine here. So I do readings for all genders, right? Not just cisgendered men and women. Sometimes I see this as like a twin flame card, but it really depends on what I feel from the tarot and everything else. It could be with Divine Feminine coming out. This might resonate with Divine Feminine Aquariuses. But also, if this is going to be talking about a romantic situation, let's say you're the Divine Masculine, it could be talking about your Divine Feminine. And it's not uncommon for like romance stuff to come out in money readings and vice versa, because both love and money have to do with the heart chakra. So what's been coming out for a lot of different signs for the money readings is actually that they're not supposed to be codependent on another person, whether it's someone who they're married to or not. But you might resonate with the concept of feeling like your money is attached to another person, meaning that you're supposed to be in some sort of power couple dynamic. So something about your 7th house, your Venus, your Eros, your Juno might be significant. I actually found out a couple weeks ago that I have my Juno is in Aquarius, and also my Uranus is in Aquarius, which is interesting because Uranus is literally the ruler for Aquarius. But I found out that basically Juno in Aquarius means that it doesn't mean that whoever you think of when that comes out, you're going to be with that person, but it basically means that what you value in relationships is communication, authenticity, things like that, things that represent the sign of Aquarius. So when I saw that online about how you could be it might resonate with people who are in a long distance relationship and your career seems to always get in the way of you two being united, I was thinking about posting that, but it almost made me cry, because what I found on that website that I searched on, it like described my life to a T. Or as far as like the person who I believe is my twin flame, why certain things, obstacles in the relationship came up. So it just goes to show you that tarot never like sets your life in stone. Astrology doesn't set your life in stone, but you'll be surprised by how much of this stuff has already been thought out, and how much of what you go through has already been put in your blueprint. It's really uncanny, and it's also kind of creepy, but beautiful at the same time. Anyway, your other 3 cards are past life. So something about your South Node could be significant. Something about your pattern of the type of jobs that you pick, or the pattern of, other people who are involved in your career. Like maybe the energy of someone from the past is going to come out. We have power, which I like. It means you're stepping into your power. Really, being rich, being abundant, of course, it's about like saving money, knowing how to invest, choosing jobs that pay you enough for you to survive in a 3D sense. But I'm learning that so much of money has to do with mindset and with esoteric things. Like literally when you do shadow work on yourself, when you step into your power, when you think that you're good enough, that's how you manifest more jobs. I reset my tarot channel, and I'm not perfect, but I can see the difference of how I'm basically manifesting followers on all 3 of the platforms that I'm at, like every day. Even if it's just one person, like I manifest stuff quicker now, even though I've been on this very long journey to get my subscribers and my watch hours up. But we also have Earth here, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Earth energy could also just talk about grounding. I think before I get into physical features, I'm going to do something a little different, because I recently got this outdoors oracle the last time I went to Barnes & Noble. The reason why I wanted to try this oracle deck out is because I literally film my videos outside. even though this is like a camping oracle. So I was just kind of drawn to it and I wanted to check it out. I've been giving myself a few personal readings and I like it so far. It actually comes with a die. Ooh. It actually comes with a die and a little map, which is really cute. The guidebook looks like a notebook, like a camping notebook, so that's also really cute. So certain oracle decks, I don't spend my time reading the whole card or the whole page that talks about the cards that come out, but I'll just like skim through the guidebook and see what messages are sticking out to me, because I feel like I want to experiment and use this one on Aquarius today. I also had a feeling like the nature spirits or the earth card would come out since I'm deciding to use this. But what does Aquarius have to know about their money right now? Sometimes with oracle cards, I just read the line that's on the card too. I don't even bother getting into the guidebook. And I don't necessarily need to get a lot from this deck either. Another reason why I kind of like this deck is because it's an outdoor oracle. So I feel like this energy of being in a wilderness or seeking refuge or relief is something that happens to a lot of people frequently in their spiritual journey. And oftentimes when we're asking people, or we're asking our spirit guides things like, is it safe to apply for this job? Is it safe to be in this relationship? What should I do if I want this outcome, but this is where I am right now? It can feel like you're in a wilderness. So I feel like a nature deck will help us to explore some things, especially when you're in waiting periods like hangman energy. It's like you have no choice but to ground and to trust the universe. So I feel like that's why Earth is here, because grounding is significant. But you have Meadow, asserting an authentic self. You have Seagull, citing a clever critter's signal. We have Orca, glimpsing and untamed teaching. Rose hip, addressing a growing ailment. Okay, so sometimes I pick up, like in the tiles, it'll say certain herbs or crystals. Rose hip, I see a lot on Amazon because I'm stocking up my herbs to make my bath salts and stuff again. I haven't tried rose hips, maybe in some tea before, but a lot of people use rose hip in tea. And I think one time I did do a personal at a pop-up for an Aquarius that said that they were chronically ill. So I believe that you need to trust medical professional help too. But some of you seek guidance through tarot, obviously, because you're esoteric. So you might need to do more holistic things for your bodily ailments. Even do Reiki, because Reiki healings usually tell you what chakras or what aspects of your health you need to work on spiritually. And then we have identification book, mastering a resilient tools knowledge. Okay, so we have some cards here about the authentic self, and I talked about how Aquarius is kind of known for being unique or being eccentric. They're ruled by Uranus. So, you know, that's kind of like already part of your blueprint. Some of you are more extroverted than others, but this thing about being your authentic self is important. Some of you have been settling with doing jobs that you think are societally acceptable, but you're trying to have your business, or you're trying to do something that's more artistic than like a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. I pick up a lot on LGBT plus energy too. So with that authentic self, that might be resonating with, you know, people in that community. Citing a clever critter's knowledge, glimpsing an untamed teaching, identification book. So these other oracle cards seem like it's talking about you trying to gain knowledge on something. And even for those of you who are inventing things or starting your own business, you might want to like make sure you have all of the things together before you start. So 11th house in astrology, ruled by Aquarius, is about invention. So I see you inventing something or putting a business together with all this knowledge, reading books on stuff, going to the library, even like Googling and using ChatGPT for a lot of things, for those of you who do stuff like that. Just trying to gain up as much knowledge as possible. Also with Earth here, Earth signs are known for being very practical too. So that might especially resonate with people who have like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as their moon sign, or you got it somewhere prominently on your chart, which speaks to the practical side of you. So there's like an imaginative side and also a practical side to you. And you don't have to be like a guru. You don't have to be like a mad scientist or a genius at what you do. You just have to show people that you have some level of expertise that's higher than what they know. And I did just see 1144 on the timer, which is an angel number that represents leveling up. Okay, usually I like to get 7 to 8 cards from physical features. I think I'm gonna keep it simple with the 7 cards that I have here, but someone who has braces or glasses could be significant. The most prominent physical features are blonde hair, multiracial. This is also my interracial card, so this could be mulatto, like mixed, like 3 or more things that you're mixed for. This can even be representing someone who's Creole too, because Creole people are technically multiracial, even though it shows differently according to, you know, different people's genetics. We have makeup and gray hair, so this could be resonating with someone who's middle-aged or older. I'm picking up something about you having a hard time finding work because of ageism. So maybe you're trying to like get mall jobs, like retail and fast food, and you're seeing when you're going in the building to follow up on these jobs, you're seeing people who are like your grandkids' age or like just really young, and you're like, I'm not sure if I fit in this environment. And the thing about you being an Aquarius though, Aquariuses tend to be very friendly, very talkative, very funny. So for some of you, if you resonate with that, usually being older than people in your jobs, there's a reason for that. You could be the person who people who look up to, but at the same time, you're still fun though, like a fun older person. I'm picturing someone kind of being like an elderly person working at Starbucks. It's a very fast-paced job. A lot of young people are always there, and you just stand out. But you still are cool though to these people. For some of you, for others of you, I feel like you have a hard time relating to younger people. We have afro, curly hair, and glasses. Obviously, someone can have a curly afro. Sometimes when the cards come out together, I see this as like all representing one person, but it could be individual. Someone can also have a septum, and we do have a synchronicity with glasses. So I'm seeing here at the bottom of the Outdoors Oracle, we have Sea Lion questioning an untamed opinion. And I wasn't going to say anything, but for those of you who watch like a lot of my air sign videos, I always talk about how this kind of gives me Page of Swords, air sign energy, just very opinionated. This girl looks like she can really like put someone in their place, talking about feminism or racism or something like that, some sort of negative ism. So this could be your energy. It could also be someone else whose energy comes out in the reading. But, you know, she looks opinionated, and it says questioning an untamed opinion. So are some of you having unpopular opinions that aren't well liked by crowds, and you feel like you can't really find your place because of that? A lot of you might be masking your true personality. I think your rising sign is significant. So if I have time, I'll use Astro Alignment, but I'm also seeing that there's a synchronicity. We have the otter and we have the sea lion. So there's something about water sign energy, or something about, sometimes water could represent emotions or like trying to get clarity in an obscure situation. A lot of times people confuse Aquarius to be a water sign. I know it is confusing because their symbol is a vase that is leaking water or flowing with water, kind of like Ace of Cups, Star card, Temperance energy. But Aquarius's mascot or their symbol is the water bearer. So it's really a person holding water, but they're standing up in the air. So it's still technically an air sign. But there's like there's something that wants to get my attention that has to do with water. Some of you could even live, like let's say you're from Louisiana, because I'm getting Creole for someone. You could, you know, like live on a bayou, or you could like to ride jet skis, or like if you live in Stockton, you could live by the Delta area, you could live in the Bay Area, and maybe even somewhere in Florida. Somebody lives near water and they like water. But you could also have water in your chart somewhere. Okay. So let me try to stack up these tiles and get letters that I don't have already. So in the tiles, you might see your first name, your last name, your nickname. your field that you work in, sometimes the exact company that you work for is in the tiles. Any quirks or clues, inside jokes that you have with the universe that'll let you know that this is your reading. Sometimes what you plan on eating today or what you recently ate also comes out in the tiles. So just give me some time here because I'm seeing a lot of repeats that I grabbed. So I just want to make sure we have enough to actually spell some stuff. Okay, we have 2 Ks. I don't think we need 2 Ks. 2 Ds. I don't know. Maybe I should keep 2 Ds. Something's telling me to keep 2 Ds. So what's something that we don't have? We don't have an S. And I feel like I need to grab this C, so I'm just going to replace one of the D's here. Okay, I see the name Malik. Okay, something about Christianity is significant. I actually see NKJV, New King James Version. That could be someone's favorite translation of the Bible. This is an esoteric channel, but believe it or not, it's not uncommon for religious people to watch tarot. Really, I personally feel like people shouldn't be shunned if they're religious and they like the esoteric things, because there's overlap with spirituality and religion, even if people are just here to be nosy or just because they're curious. Curiosity is like Page of Swords energy, and it's a very air sign type of trait, especially for people who have Gemini in their chart. But I see the name Eric, Nick. Someone could be from New Jersey. Someone's name could be Jamila, Tammy, even though we need 2 M's, but I see T-A-M, so someone's nickname could be Tammy. Lars. I feel like there's quite a few words in here, but I just can't really see anything. Someone's name could be Marcel, but I feel like they're called Cell as a nickname. Lamont. Yeah, so there are some Black names in here, and I just feel particularly like someone could be from the Bay Area. I don't really see too much, so I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the Rider Waite-Smith. I'm actually at 20 minutes already because I added something new in. But you're going to get some relief about something that has to do with your money. So there's not 3 A's in the tiles, but I was picking up that someone could be Jamaican, West Indian, someone's name could be Clint. But also, I'm seeing Splinter in here, so I don't know. I just literally heard that someone's nickname could be Splinter. It kind of sounds like a skater nickname. Even Lars was a character from Rocket Power. But I also see, with Rocket Power and also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that would place somebody as either a millennial, like around my age, or maybe Gen X. And I did have 2 D's in the tiles before I changed one to a C, and Dad was getting my attention. So something about a father could be significant, or like I said, I was feeling like someone has a hard time bridging the gap between different generations, trying to relate to other people. Just saw 2222 on the timer. That's divine feminine power. We do have divine feminine and power here in the sacred symbols and oracles. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Wands upright. It is still the Fire Horse year in Chinese astrology. So this could be an omen that things are really going to kick off for you when it comes to your money. This is excited energy, ready to start right away. Some of you might have recently gotten hired. I'm hearing like Amazon or something like that. Some job where it may not necessarily be like a hard interview process, but maybe there's a lot of paperwork or tests that you have to do, but you're excited to start working immediately because I feel like it's a company that pays well and you have goals that you're trying to meet fast. We have Page of Cups upright with the 7 of Wands. This looks like someone trying to express affection or I'm hearing gratitude, or that they like someone. This could even be like acquaintance wise, but like someone might be closed off to it. It's two completely different energies when you look at the images alone. We have judgment. So some of you are being very analytical right now, trying to assess situations before you make moves, which is, it's always good to be in judgment upright energy. So even like, I feel like someone's trying to be your friend, or trying to get to know you more, but you're kind of standoffish because it could be because you've been hurt before. It could be because there's something about this person that you don't fully trust. And we're going to clarify that. We have the World in the reverse, which could represent not closing a cycle, not learning a lesson, feeling like you have unfinished business with a person, place, or thing. And I do feel like some of you, even though you need to step in your North Node, you might be trying to resurrect something from your past. Maybe some of you just like, you're trying to manifest being a vlogger. Like, because I'm picking up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, cartoons, being Gen X, raised or growing up in the 80s, it could be that you're middle-aged now, and you do something like you collect action figures and you blog about it, or you post about it, or something like that, and you might possibly get a following with that. We have the Hangman, and I actually saw this in my third eye. I talked about like Hangman energy being at a standstill, but needing to sacrifice in order to gain some sort of wisdom. So there's something about someone having unpopular opinions, and they can keep their opinions. However, they need to learn how to deal with other people who are different than them. Okay, Page of Cups upright, Seven of Wands upright. What's that about? Someone's name could be Michael as well. But I feel like something about Archangel Michael is significant. Even if you look at pictures of Archangel Michael, he's literally holding a sword up like this, making this expression. We have Knight of Cups upright, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Someone, they want to get your attention when it comes to something. Okay, so what's this person's motives, and can we know a little bit more about this person? Nine of Wands in the reverse. Someone feels like they want to make your life easier in some way, shape, or form. So another message that I'm channeling, okay, this is going to be for masculines. I would hope that people who aren't homophobic watch me, because I make it abundantly clear that I'm queer. I'm not straight. And I do readings for all kinds of people. But I'm hearing that there's a masculine. This could be confirmation. There's a masculine. There's like possibly someone who's gay or just queer at your job, because gay people or homosexuals are not the only queer people. There could be like a gay person or someone who's queer at your job. You feel like they're nice to you because they're trying to get at you. But I actually feel like you're a new hire somewhere, and literally there are things that you are doing that are making your job harder. This person might have been at this job for longer, and you could be friends with queer people and not catch queerness like it's a disease. So that's a side note. I feel like there's a masculine who, if you really gave someone a chance, you would actually be really good friends with someone at your job. I feel like you're making your job harder than it needs to be, and someone wants to help you. For others of you, it could be a person from your past that is thinking about reaching out to you because they want to help you in some sort of way. I think Astro Alignment is really going to clear up that situation. What else about this person? Queen of Pentacles upright. Okay. I need a little bit more. Queen of Pentacles is good to see in money reading, though, because it's kind of like feminine energy that is good at investing, good at holding money, attracting money. This could be a female business owner. Queen of Pentacles is also wifey energy, so I don't know if someone's kind of feeling like they want to share resources with someone. Maybe you, like I said, you could be watching for a divine feminine. This Queen of Pentacles could be your divine feminine. Okay, what else? And I'm seeing King of Pentacles here at the bottom, reverse. So there might be something about someone feeling like they're not worthy enough, like they want to reach out, but they're not worthy enough in their own eyes. That happens a lot with masculine energy in tarot. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's also something that I'm picking up about a family situation. So someone could feel like they have a gambling issue, or they're not good at stability, or they want commitment. It could be in the reverse, but they fear commitment in some way, shape, or form. There's also something that is a synchronicity with someone needing to get better at asking for help and not doing everything by themselves. I'm going to move on from this area here, but what else? I'm really trying to understand Page of Cups upright, Knight of Cups upright, and the Queen of Pentacles upright. Those are all good people, it seems like to me so far. Nine of Swords upright. Someone's stressing about either like a conversation that they feel coming, or maybe someone is the person who's going to start the conversation and they feel stressed out about that. But I do feel like someone has chronic illness or mental illness with the Nine of Swords. I do feel like someone, they need to drink rose hip tea, or they need to like start buying esoteric things or holistic things with rose hip in it, whether it's soap, bath salt, candles. Is just like that really stuck out to me. Someone needing to use rose hip. Okay, why is Judgment here? Ten of Swords upright. So someone is afraid of getting hurt or getting betrayed. I do feel like someone works at Amazon, or they work at some sort of job where there's like long hours, like possibly 8-10 hour shifts, full-time work. But I feel like it's work that at the end of the day, your body hurts. And for a lot of you, it's because you are elderly. But somebody really needs to take it easy on their body. That's why they need to do Reiki and tea. And that's why they need to, you know, get massages, do Epsom salt baths, stuff like that. Okay, what else about Judgment? I also feel like with Ten of Swords coming out under Judgment, someone, they do their job the way how they want to do it because of like maybe a ego thing. Aquarius is a fixed sign, and fixed signs are very ego driven, and I'm not saying that to put anybody down. That's just a fact. Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo are all very ego driven signs, even when they're high vibrational. There's a way that you do your job that's not good at your health, but you are insistent on doing it a certain way. And it might be because you don't want to work with other people. The Hierophant in the reverse. Yeah, there's something about you that's untraditional. You don't like to follow rules, I don't think. But I'm also getting something about not liking the family dynamic that you're in now, but also something about needing to respect your wife more for some of you who are married, or just like, I don't know, you're realizing that you have untraditional views of marriage. So why is the Hierophant here in the reverse? The Queen of Cups upright. This is also like wifey energy too. So we have so many good people cards upright, but I'm not really getting information on who these people are. Knight of Cups, Scorpio. Queen of Cups, Cancer, if you want to take it literally. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn, but not necessarily. It could be any sign. It's really more so about the energy and the meaning of the card. And then Page of Cups is all water. So I don't know if that helps someone. Someone has untraditional views about a Queen of Cups. The Chariot upright. This one is also Cancer. I feel like someone is like literally having a midlife crisis where they're realizing that maybe they thought someone was like their type, and they're realizing that they have a whole nother type now. I'm also picking up something about someone realizing that they can still be in a committed relationship, but they're not really into monogamy as much as people are performed to believe that they are. This reading is very obscure, but a lot of times the 60-minute horoscopes kind of expand on whatever came out in the 30-minute reading. So some of this stuff might be explained a little bit more better later. I'm going to move on. I'm just going to see what else I can get from the tarot. And then I want to close the video with Astro Alignment. So I just need some things that'll help me close up these theories and help me to understand really what are the main takeaways that I'm supposed to get from this money reading. So far, what I'm getting is people need to ask for help more. They need to be more authentic at their job, or more authentic about the type of work that they want to do. Gain knowledge on whatever they need to do to start their business or to keep it successful. And some of you, your money is tied to another person. But Divine Feminine came out here. Somebody is in love with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. These could be two different types for different people watching. But the Empress is all four of the queens put together. But someone really likes the money aspect of a female or a feminine, and the nurturing aspect of her, or the emotional side of her. But Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups are both seen as the two most nurturing out of the four. So that's somebody's type. I feel like if someone's married now, they feel like they're not really getting too much nurturing. Or for some of you, like I said, you have a good wife, you have a good marriage. It could be that you don't feel like you're good enough for her, because a lot of times people try to like get the love that they don't have for themselves through other people. So it could be that the reason why you are married to this person is because you need to learn how to be more nurturing. That's why you two have kind of been put together. Yeah, I just feel like someone is realizing they need to be kinder to their wife if they are going to stay with their wife. We have strength here. A lot that I'm picking up about your health too, like being more mindful of your health, because some of you, I feel like you've been struggling with money so much your whole life, and now that you're older, you finally have a job that pays you enough, but there's something that comes with it. But now you're learning that money isn't just about the physical things, it's also about spiritual things and concepts and laws of the universe. So I think what the karmic lessons that a lot of you guys are learning right now is like, your health is priceless, and you have to take care of your temple, because you're not going to be able to do anything if you don't take care of your temple first. And also, you're probably learning lessons about patience and self-control with temperance showing here in the reverse. Okay, Astro Alignment. So we have Leo here with temperance. We have Libra, Gemini, Taurus. I already said Cancer. All water. Capricorn, Virgo. All earth. We have Sag. There's no Aries. But of course, it's more so about the meaning of the cards rather than the literal things that come out in it. Some of you could drive for work too with the Chariot. I'm getting particularly bus driver. Some of you also, you know, I was reading the California DMV driving book, and what stuck out to me, what I've been kind of thinking about is like the section where it says that if there are elderly people that like to drive, but they're not safe to be on the road, they can request to have reevaluations, or you could do it for a loved one. And because I'm picking up on being elderly, stubbornness, liking to do everything your way or the highway, some of you, maybe you might be retired, but you still have energy enough to work, or you still have energy enough to go out and do things. But you need to really focus on your health though. So we have Sun, life, vitality, purpose. Obviously, a lot of people watch tarot for their sun sign. This is a huge part of your blueprint. We have Jupiter, optimism, growth, opportunity. This is the ruler of Sagittarius. And this coming out, this lets me know that you are attracting a lot of luck and abundance. But you have to stay positive, have a positive mindset in order to get it. We have second house ruled by Taurus, finances, value, possessions. Some of you can't stop working because you really like stuff. And I do feel like someone who this reading is going to resonate is a collector. Waning, gibbous moon, harvest, reception, gratitude. Gratitude was the word that I was picking up on with the Page of Cups. So that usually indicates that someone, maybe you did something for someone and they keep on telling you thank you over and over again, but for some reason that irritates you. I've actually met a lot of people in my life that get irritated by people being nice to them. So that right there to me is like a heart chakra issue. Like maybe you grew up in a family where expressing vulnerability or softness really irritates you, especially if you're masculine. So that's something that you got to do shadow work on. We have fourth house ruled by Cancer, family roots, foundation. There is quite a bit of Cancer energy out here too. And I was picking up something about the way how you were raised. It's coming out a lot. Like a lot of those triggers and shadows are showing in the way how you treat your family now, for those of you who are parents. We have Mars, competition, action, willpower. So this could be talking about male ego because Mars is masculine energy, but also some of you could have Aquarius Mars, or like something about your Mars placement is significant. Feeling like maybe needing to heal like this energy, like instead of collaborating with people, you always want to compete with people to prove that your way is the best. And it's really been blocking your money. Third quarter moon, breakdown, readjustment, forgiveness. I also knew something about forgiveness, or someone from your past coming back was significant. So I think you need to work on being more forgiving with temperance in the reverse. But also something about some sort of reconciliation that has to do with your money is going to come up soon for you. And then we have a synchronicity with Earth, pragmatic, grounded, enduring, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So for some of you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is very prominent in your own natal chart. I have website links in the description for how you can figure that out if you don't know already. But also, the person at work who's trying to be your friend could be an earth sign. Some of you, your wife is an earth sign, or the person who you want to make your wife is an earth sign. A female watching this could be an earth sign cross-watching for an Aquarius. But yeah, that's what I have for Aquarius for this 30-minute money reading. I have other Aquarius videos. I have a feeling like even though Sun came out, some of you are watching and you're not an Aquarius Sun. So you could look at my other videos and based off the title, see if any of those other ones resonate with you. Because, like, for example, I have a Virgo moon. Sometimes I watch Virgo readings and they resonate with me. So there might be other readings that resonate with you because of different aspects of your chart. I'm going to try to do your 60-minute horoscope right now. It is getting hot and I might have things to do. But hopefully you like this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I will see you guys